and he has been a professional network marketer for 20 years. He really has some of the biggest network marketing volume in this company and many companies before. He's really one of the top Asian network marketers in the whole world, to be honest with you. And I love and adore him, and he's single. So Peter,
I almost made her fell off her chair.
I almost fell off the chair. So my question to you is, what is PPP? What does it mean to pique interest, pre-qualify, and pick a path? What is that behavior? What is that?
Okay, so everyone, does everybody know network marketing is a behavior? Let's raise our hand first. It's a behavior, like going to the gym, right? So the PPP stands for pique. You gotta pique someone's interest. So if I were to ask a girl on a date, I have to pique her interest, right? Like, hey, look, I'm a funny guy. I like funny guys. That's called piquing. What do we pique over here? Hey, what have you heard about stem cells? That is called piquing, right? If they're piqued, that means they do know what stem cells are or they don't. If they respond to you, you're gonna answer. The next one we like to pique is what? Hey, look at this. I found a technology that can turn on your stem cells. That's another piquing question, right? So once you pique them, what do you gotta do next? Pre-qualify. This is a big one, to pre-qualify someone. So have you ever heard of a real estate agent that drove a client around that has a 500 FICO score and only makes $1,000 a month to buy $1 million home? Raise your hand. What does the agent have to do? Pre-qualify. So we use a tool that we've created. Everybody, how do you like that new website? StartX39now.com. Who loves it, okay? So, when they want to learn, when they're piqued, when they want to learn what this technology is, do you want to say it all out of your mouth? No. We leverage tools. So the one tool that we use to pre-qualify is the website. Now that you want to know what this is, hey, can I send you a website to learn all about the technology, look at all the patents, look at all our patching testimonials. Who's been on our patching testimonials? Raise your hand. Okay, that is our bread and butter. That is literally our infomercial. So once they get on the website, you're telling them to get on to get pre-qualified. And once you like it, come back to me. I also like to pre-qualify with this. What are some of the challenges that you're having? Because you want to know what's going on in their world, correct? And if you do, you can share one of our podcasts to resonate with them. The more you pre-qualify using tools, the less you say, what do you think your prospect is thinking? Oh my God, she didn't say that much like this other person from another company. She didn't convince and throw up at me, and I checked out these tools. You want them to get their own aha moment. Who had their own aha moment here before you joined, before you bought anything? Why do you want to spoil it for that person when you have the tools in your hands? Does that make sense, everyone? And after that, when they come back to you, what's the first thing they're gonna say? Oh my God, I love it. This is awesome. I can't believe you have these tools. I can't believe you have this information. I can't believe you have this testimonial on exactly the issues I've been going through. Let's pick a pack. Does that make sense? So that's called PPP. We have used this. We have evolved the system in the last 3.5 years to get to where we are today. So again, if you want to make sure that somebody orders a pack, what do you got to do first? And then what do you got to do second?
Pre-qualify.
And then pick your package. I think my 3 minutes is up.
It is. You did so good. Okay, we're moving right to Laura. Move that mic. So Laura Bowser has been in the world of health and wellness for 35 years. She is a personal trainer, conditioning coach, and she has been part of the direct sales industry for 15 years. She's had her own health crises with some fast-growing stuff, and she took care of herself naturally, and that's why she has become an advocate, much like Dr. Don, in all. So, Laura, why don't you tell us a little bit about how do you keep yourself so organized?
Oh my gosh. Okay, is this on? So you guys, in this business, being organized is very simple, much like this business is very simple. So I use 3 tools, okay? My first tool is a notebook. They travel well, your brain's in it, it keeps all your lists of your people. Network marketers create lists. And with the 333 system that Robin spoke about, you're constantly creating a funnel for yourself. You have to keep the names or you will forget. And we forget people anyway. So this is a huge, huge organizational tool. It goes through TSA very well, right? Not a whole lot to travel with. This is huge. I have a notebook plus 10 more all over my desk with all different types of lists in them. Very easy, right? Old school. The other one that I use is our incredible back office. Use your back office. Get in there and look at your personally enrolled team. Help them remember the early ons of making sure that they're active. I don't know, have y'all noticed the little yellow yield sign back there? Whether it's with one of your distributors or whether it's with one of your clients, that is a key tool to give you the ability to follow up with them, organization, right? To say, hey, listen, if my records serve me correctly, you're about 7 to 10 days out of running out of product. What do we need to get you? Right? Because we might be on a schedule. We might be adding and changing as we go. So they're not on monthly subscription. And that's okay. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people do. It's a tool to help you keep organized. Okay? Now write this down because the minute it comes out of my mouth, y'all are going to explode. It is an app that you can keep in touch with your clients, with your distributors, and I suggest that you start this early on because it's very easy to add people as you go. It takes a little bit more time when you have thousands of people in your organization to sit at your desk and add them, okay? Project Broadcast. It is an app. You can pay monthly. It does cost, but it is worth every single penny. It's either like $18 a month. I think I paid $98 for the year. Do that one. You don't have to think about it again, right? But you can download. You can pull from your back office, Excel the sheet, and put it right into Project Broadcast, and you can send out mass texts to your entire team, to your entire organization, but it looks like it's a single text coming from you. So it's personal, it's close, it's caring, and they feel like they've been heard and paid attention to. So you guys, it is a very, very, very easy app to use, okay? If you have any questions after this, because then Marcy's going to start tapping her foot. Okay, I'm going to go over 3 minutes. Okay. You guys, being organized in your business is massive. And this is another thing that you should carry in your backpack, your purse, your briefcase, or whatever. Inside of here, I have IceWave and X39. I have cute little envelopes. And I have a little folded packet of the health tracker, the patch summary, what to expect, okay? And so if I'm out and about and someone goes, oh, I have back pain, I don't throw up on them. This is the movement I made. And they go, what? I go, turn around. IceWave goes on their back. We don't talk about it again. And 3 minutes later, they're going, oh my God, what was that? My back pain is gone. Well, I've got everything in my little pouch to give them some samples, some information, get their phone number, so I can follow up with them, and I tell them that, just like Robin and Gregory said, set up the next touch point. Don't leave one touch point, without setting up the next one. And that is the beauty about follow-up, and that's why fortune is in the follow-up. Get comfortable with it. People are not going to bite you. They're going to say yes, they're going to say no. Like Dr. Ston said, next. They'll come around. These patches will be a household name like your iPhone in your purse right now.
Thank you. Listen to that. Listen to that. So you can go and get the same materials that Laura just talked about. Write this website down. This is our business website at startx39biz.com. Promotional materials, you can get them right from Sally, click the tab. If you want to print out all the forms she just talked about, go to tab 9. They're all there to undertake the order, or tab 6 under give a gift is our great envelope. Everything that she's talking about, you can get on that site. So my suggestion is push all the buttons and see what's behind them, okay? All right, so, I know, right? It's so easy, right? All right, so, Bob Campbell. Mike goes to Bob Campbell. Okay. Bob is very, very important. He was a mailman for 20 years. And then he was a real estate agent for 20 years and a network marketer. You ready for this? How many years do you think he's been a network marketer for? Good guess. 45 years. And he is really good at scripts. So get your pens ready, because Bob Campbell is going to tell you a great script that you can tell everyone.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everybody. Guys, I want to tell you what I'm about to say is on startx39biz.com. So don't think you have to write it down. Just go to startx39biz. So, listen, I was a mailman. What do I know about stem cells? Nothing. So when I'm going to talk to someone I know, I can't say, hey, I found these stem cells. It's not going to work. But here's what I found that works. And this is critical. I say, if they tell me they have an issue, somebody brings it up in a conversation, or I see somebody getting out of their car and they're struggling, I don't care if I don't know them. But what I do is I say, I can't help but notice you're having a problem if it's somebody I don't know. If somebody I do know, I say this after I say that. I say, I finally found something to help me with. And then I tell my story, all my aches and pains, 7-foot surgeries, 5 knee surgeries, arthritis in my hands. Been in pain for over 40 years. And this patch in 7 months took all that away. I'm playing basketball again at my age. So that's my little story. But I say, I finally found something that took all that away. Then I say, they're gonna look at you, they're gonna wanna know what. So you say if they ask you what it is, you don't tell them. You don't go into the story. You say, what have you heard about stem cells? And even if they don't ask you a question, you say, what have you heard about stem cells? Let them tell you. Whatever they tell you does not matter. Doesn't make a darn bit of difference. The next question you ask is, have you heard about the latest technology in stem cell activation? Every word I say is critical, because the words I'm saying touch the subconscious mind, not the conscious mind. I'll prove that to you in a second. So you say, have you heard about the latest technology in stem cell activation? They will all say no. That's why you ask it. Then you simply say, I'm going to send you some information. If you like what you see, I will get it for you wholesale. Or I'll show you how to get it wholesale. Either one. Then I'm going to stop right there, but I want to tell you why you say, I finally found. Who in here has misplaced their car keys or their cell phone? I already do. So, okay, what's the emotion that runs through you when you cannot find them?
Panic.
Panic, anxiety. It gets worse. Sometimes you get really angry, correct? Mm-hmm. That emotion never leaves you. All right? What is the emotion that runs through you when you finally find them?
Relief, happy,
Relief.
joy.
Yeah. It's relief. It's some people clutch their keys to their heart because they're so excited. That emotion never leaves you. When you finally find something, it's a great experience, is it not? So when you say to someone, I finally found, it creates a positive emotion in their brain, in their subconscious, And they don't know this, that's why they want to listen to what you have to say. It literally is that simple. I finally found something to help me with your story, or tell them my story. So then you say, what have you heard? Whatever they ask you, well, what have you heard about stem cells? And then, have you heard about the latest technology in stem cell activation? They will all say no, that's the answer we want. I'll send you some information if you like what you see. I'll show you how to get it wholesale. This little script is on what I said, startx39biz.com. But it also goes through how you make the contact for the follow-up. It tells you verbatim exactly what you say. So there's no reason, if you can learn this, by the way, my good friend Andy DeCoker, who is the senior presidential director, and I'm going to tell this because we don't have much time, but Andy was a manager of 2 health food stores. And when I gave her the script, she said to herself, I don't need this. I know 100 times more about natural health than Bob Campbell. And she was absolutely correct. So she went out for how many days? 45 days, and explained the patches to everybody. And how many customers and representatives did you get? 0. She calls me up 45 days later, and she goes, could I have that script thing again? And I said, well, I gave it to you once. Anyway. So anyway, what happened the first day you used the script? Did you get a rep? What happened the second day? Got a rep. What happened the third day? Same thing. All because of that verbiage, guys. That literally is the whole business. You can't help people. We're all here to help people get healthy. You can't do it if they won't listen. This is made for them to listen. Melissa is nodding because she knows. So anyway, that's all.
Thank you, Bob Campbell. You can get that script at startx39biz.com under the 14 Steps to Success under tab 1. All his scripts are there, so just go pull them. What I've learned today is 3 great things. Professional network marketers are what? Master list makers. We book the next appointment, what Robin and Gregory said, and we read scripts. That's all we do, over and over and over again. If you can remember those 3 things, you will be a professional network marketer.
And one last thing, I want to tell you, put those words together exactly how they are in that script, please. It'll work for you.
Thank you. Okay, here we go, Bob Campbell Mailman. We're taking the mic to April Vaughn. So, okay, April Vaughn is incredible. Okay, incredible. She's a professional network marketer since like the dinosaur age. I'm not kidding. She doesn't look it, I know, but she has been a professional network marketer for 20 years. She is she's in health and wellness. All she wants to do is be of service. That's our girl. She also is maxing out the comp plan, but that's amazing. And the other piece that is really amazing is that she has really worked hard to understand duplication and systems and really how to attract people to her. And I want you to know that I look up to you as a mentor, and I thank you for who you are. So with that, let's ask questions. What is your question after I loved on you so much? I can't find your question.
About tools.
Okay, very good. So the tools are, what are your favorite tools and why?
So I found some things that were like magic, and I just for, how many people in here are still working towards getting to manager, or you're new and you're still within your first 90 days? Oh my goodness, so many in the room, like 80% of you. Okay, so here's some things when I first started my business that I found worked like magic. And I want you to try these and see what happens for you in your next 90 days. First of all, a smile. Just start out real simply, just smile and be open. And wear a visible patch. Have a patch on yourself somewhere that everyone can see. Whether it's on your hand, right on your chest. You can do right on your eyebrow, but choose not to do that there. But even a lot of times in the summer, they'll see the SB6 with your leg, like mine there. People ask you about it everywhere I go. They'll say, what is that patch? Is it pain patch? Is it to stop smoking? Is it? I say, no, actually, it's a that opens up. Also, another thing that works for me like magic is wearing a name tag. Wearing a name tag that says to other people that you're open for business. So even I have different ones. I have a gold one, a silver one, a black one, all these different colors. Just so I put on different jackets and clothes. So when you're out and about, it says I am open for business when you're wearing a name tag. And also that you're professional. Because when you've joined, whichever pack that you chose in one of our 5 wholesale packs, you're open for business. So you can take this to, the sky's the limit, when you join it, whichever you've come in for, the bronze, the silver, the gold, the platinum, the diamond pack. Just really understand what you have your hands on, because LifeWave is exploding right now. So one of my favorite tools that our Evolve team has worked for a long time on to perfect this. So if you're just joining now, you're coming in at a great time for tools that we have that are already in place. We have Start X39now.com. And all you have to do is just use that. I want you, if you're new, you need to go spend a couple hours on that website. That's your homework. Go watch all those videos. Read every bit of that and learn this prospecting tool that for you, like Bob Campbell said, we don't have to know everything about how to activate our stem cells. Just share that, because the patch is going to find the right people that are supposed to be in your business. The second tool that I use every day is StartX39biz.com, StartX39biz.com. That is invaluable. So all the resources that we've all talked about here today, they're all on that website. Marcy's spent many, many hours perfecting that, getting everything uploaded, so use that site to advantage. Let me see. When I first joined, the first thing I did was, because the lady I joined under, she just let me have some patches. She didn't know anything about the business. So I went home. I turned over the X39, I looked on the back of it. And I went straight to YouTube and I put an X39. So you don't have to do that. Just go to lifewavehealth.com and start watching all the different videos, even that Dr. Stacy mentioned as well. Every single one of the patches has different videos that you can watch and learn so much from. She and I spent hours watching every single one of those videos, and we were blown away because we love the research. We love David. We love his heart and his passion for helping others. Let me see, what else have I got here for you? LifeWave Connect. That's 2 times a month you connect with David, with Garrett, with Jeff, with our corporate. You need to make sure you're part of that, because that's when we're hearing from them and David and how to build your business. Once a month, you're going to learn how to build your business. And once a month, you're going to hear from David on different patches that he's going to talk about and give us lots more details and the latest research. Coming up next, our event. Please go from event to event. Invite people. The next event that's coming up is going to be in Houston in June. So make sure that you have people in those areas. Please get them to that event, because it's going to be powerful for them to learn more and get to know the leaders. California's next in July, so that's going to be a great event. We're excited. I've never been to California. I can't wait to go there. And then make sure that you bought your tickets for convention, because that is coming up in October. It's going to be our biggest convention ever. We're so excited. And make sure you get your tickets, because the early bird special ends at the end of May.
And April, we have 2 seconds. Are we good?
You're
done. Look at that. Did you learn so much? Let's go to convention. Amy's next. So Amy is an owner of My Holistic Club. Have you noticed something? People that love this business are into health. It's nice, isn't it? She has been in direct sales for over 30 years as an entrepreneur. She is a mom and a nana and loves helping people. So Amy Holmesy, what are the nuggets you have learned in the industry? And what is the story of your own personal development?
Well, thank you, Marcy. Thank you. Hey everyone, how you doing? Before I start, there are some people I do want to thank. First and foremost, I want to thank Kylie for sharing this business with us. This business, LifeWave, has changed my life emotionally, financially, and physically, so thank you. And I want to thank Peter and Marcy for putting our system together. Okay, so a lot of the SPDs up here, if you notice, there's a common thread, right? And if you're brand new in the room, take notes, because everyone has nuggets. So I just want to share with you some things I've learned in the industry and why I'm here today. So I did start 30 years ago. I was in my late 20s. I was a very shy, introverted person with young kids. I was a stay-at-home mom, but I wanted something more. I wanted to stay at home with my children, but also make money. So I feel very blessed that network marketing came into my life, and it has changed my life, and it will change yours as well. I tell people all the time, sometimes the personal growth is more important than the money, right? We build friendships and bonds, and you learn so much about you, and you learn so much about other people. But when I came to LifeWave, I was just shocked at everything that we already had here. This system in place, the community. Guys, there's no other product like this in the world. No other product, right? I've been practicing natural health for 30 years. This product changed my life. It's changed my family's life. And I knew we had something special here. So, there's a lot of companies out there, right? Everyone aware of that? There's lotions, there's potions, there's protein shakes, everything. We have zero competition. Please write that down. We have zero competition on a product that is simplistic yet effective. And when that light bulb went off in my head, I'm like, this is unbelievable. I'm not turning back. So what kind of nuggets? Well, be authentic, be genuine, be yourself. And I tell the team all the time, guys, let's go out and help people. This is about the mission before the commission. This is about the purpose before the profit. If you go out and help people, you will make money, right? You will make money. But don't think about the money, think about helping people. Because we have the best freaking product, in the world, right? We have the best product in the world. So be yourself, be authentic, be passionate. Get plugged into the system, guys. Don't come here and try and reinvent any wheels. You don't have to do that. Don't overthink it. Keep it simple, sweetie, right? Also, the day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. We have to water it. We have to fertilize it. We have to drip on people. Don't throw up on them, but drip on them and get them in front of the information. You don't have to know all the information. Here's all you have to know. Where to find the information. We have so many leaders in this community, and we all work together, which is amazing. It's the first time in 30 years that we've worked cross-line. This company is different, guys. This product is different. Also, two more things. How much time do I have? Okay. People don't want to be sold, they want to buy. There's a difference, right? You make them come to you. Like Peter said, pique their interest. Show interest in them. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen to people. People need hope today. People are overwhelmed, they're stressed out, they're hurting, they have all kinds of issues. We have a product that can help them, all right? So the other nugget is real simple, guys. Working works. So you can have all the information, but if you don't go up there and tell anyone, it means nothing. So you have to put some work in, but I will tell you the ROI on that is going to be huge, right? So go out there, be authentic, help as many people as you can, and I'm so blessed and honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Wow. There's an idea. You make money when you work. I wish I should have known that. All right, so we have Beanie Casey.
That's my partner, guys.
Yeah, she is. Watch out. So Beanie Casey is an alternative health advocate and an entrepreneur for 45 years. There's a lot of knowledge on this stage. She has founded 6 companies, was the senior VP of product development for an international infomercial company. And she's also worked on many product shopping networks and owner of marketing strategy companies. She has done so much. She's also worked for Tony Robbins in the early days. So Beanie knows what she's saying, I will say that. So Beanie, your question is, what are the 4 most important ABCs for having a strong mindset for network marketing success?
Thank you. This is so fantastic. be here, and I echo everything that everyone said. Thank you, Dr. Stacy, for putting this together. So let me ask a question. How many of you have been in network marketing before? Raise your hand. How many of you are new to network marketing? Okay, so we have two distinct groups here, and this will always be like this. And what we have to look at is mindset and heart set. Because when you're coming into network marketing, you're now a full-fledged entrepreneur. Some of you may not have been like that before. And so when you step into this, to be in a good mindset and a heart set, they go hand in hand. You can't do one without the other. Now the mindset is going to help you more create income. The heart set is going to help you make impact. How many of you want both? So together, when you're working with yourself and your team, you've got to be monitoring yourself. You'll see that things come up. How many people have run into problems or challenges? And what do? You call your upline or you deal with it, right? And so there's always going to be that. And how many of you are here because you're coming from the heart and you really want to help other people? Look around, everyone. So everybody that you talk to is coming in with that kind of focus. So what do we do with our people? You've heard amazing tips. Everything here is what we do. Now there's 4 things that are going to help you. And the first, they're the ABCs. So it's always B, A-B, and then there's 4 C's. Confident. What builds your confidence? Because it's the confidence in yourself and confidence in the product. You have to have both. And so in yourself, it has to do with positive self-talk. It has to do with what you're feeling, right? And then in the product, well, that's a no-brainer. Then you have to have commitment. How many of you are committed? You're here, right? But what does commitment really mean? How do you show up every day? What are you committed to? Do you have it in your schedule? Are you doing your 3-3-3? What are you doing every day that is committed? Because guess what? You can't ask your team to do what you're not doing. So you've got to show up and be that example. The third thing is consistency. What does consistency mean? Every day. Some people are busy working many jobs, several jobs, family, all these things. But I asked my team, can you find 15 minutes to 30 minutes a day to talk to 3 people, 5 minutes of conversation, follow up with 3 people, and then you've got to watch a podcast sometime. So that's being consistent, because when you're planting those seeds, the seeds are going to sprout. And they're not going to all sprout at the same time, but if you're not consistent, then your business is going to wobble.
And my love, we have 1 minute.
Okay. The last thing is coachable. Coachable is so important because we all need to learn. This is a business of growth. We're always growing. No matter what happens every day, there's always lessons. We're interacting with lots of people. Once you're a manager, you're a leader. So you have to take the reins. You have to be coachable to your sponsor, to your people that are under you. So if you can bring these 4 things together, then you are building yourself as a brand and your team as a brand. So you want to be coachable, you want to commit, consistency, and have confidence.
Wow, thank you, Jeannie. The 4 C's. We're going down to Harris William Jr., all the way down to Harris. We need to give to Harris. So Harris has 40 years of network marketing experience. He has built several international organizations of hundreds and thousands of distributors. He's it. He also does some other cool things like a sponsored athlete, personal training, and he captains his own fishing boat. Wow, we all want to fish with you. So your question is, as an industry leader in network marketing, like why did you really choose? Why did you choose LifeWave? You could have, with who you are, you could have chosen anything.
Great question. And by the way, let's give them all a big hand. That was awesome. For me, I take a lot of responsibility when I look for a vehicle that can change people's lives, and it can do the other if you don't choose correctly. And so 3 years ago, thank you so much, Robin and Gregory, you're friends of mine. I knew that.
Can you put your mic a little higher? We
Yes,
can't hear all your nuggets. Oh, that's
Okay,
perfect. Thank
so
you.
about 3 years ago, Robin and Gregory, Robin in particular, I knew she was in a lot of pain. She called me up. She shared, what was going on. I asked her how she was doing. She mentioned she was wearing this stem cell activation patch. Just prior to that, I had about $10,000 worth of stem cell injections. So I could understand because I'm a beat up old athlete, and I wanted to obviously be able to perform like I always did. And when Robin told me about it, I was very excited about hearing it. And the one thing that was interesting about Robin, if you get to know Robin, she didn't even mention the business to me. And I wasn't really looking for a business, but there was a company that I was involved in. We were looking potentially for a home. I spent 6 months doing my due diligence. I would recommend you doing that because now, really LifeWave has arrived. I think you all would agree, everything is in place. When I was looking at it, I wanted to know David Schmidt. I spent a lot of time following David Schmidt around. I did my due diligence. I went to events. I sat in the back of the room. I wanted to hear the stories. I wanted to hear what the benefits were. I wanted to meet the people, get to know the company, because I take a lot of responsibility in who I bring in to something that has such an impact on people, positive and negative. And after spending almost 6 months, I decided to plant my flag. I wanted to thank Connie and Barry. I sent them some patches because I wanted to see if they actually would feel anything or if they would have any feedback. And thank God for Barry, because Barry had an amazing result, which got Connie to take note. And and that's the beauty of this business. I guess you all have so many important things and things the how-tos in the business. I'm going to leave you with this. I think it's all here. It's a technology that changes lives. It does so many amazing things, and there's nothing else out there like it. It's not another lotion, potion, powder, pill. The team we put together, the community that's building, what David Schmidt is just a genius. I think we all know that. So here's the reality. What are you going to do with this? Okay? I mean, we're all sitting here right now listening to this amazing day, but you're going to leave here, and what are you going to do with it? And I think for me, it's always going to come down to this. It's always going to, if your why is big enough, the how doesn't matter. The how just don't matter. And I would really encourage all of you to get back with your up team. When you leave this event, somebody who's plugged in, any of these folks here on the stage that are all in, and I want you to tell them why you're doing LifeWave, what you want from it. I want you to get really clear on why you're doing this. Because honestly, if your why's not big enough, as I said, the how-tos don't matter. And what I would encourage you to do is do a planning session with them. Make sure that you get it all out there, what your why is, what your goals are, what you're willing to do to get them. Are you willing to plug into the community? Are you willing to talk to 1 or 2 or 3 people a day and use the system? Use your up team. If you do that, I promise you the same thing that happened for me 45 years ago when I would just tell you that I was sitting in a room just like you, and I had 2 young guys that were like 18 and 19 bugging me to look at this opportunity, and I was considered to be successful back then. And I was sitting in a room like this next to a gentleman in Goodwill clothes. He looked like he came off the streets. Matter of fact, he saw a flowery telephone pole. And he looked up and said, you can have anything you want, come to this event, it's free. And he showed up, and I was sitting next to him, and I remember the 2 young guys said to me, Harris, if you really see this today, and you join us, you can have Rudy. And I thought, have Rudy? Okay, that's kind of exciting. And so I watched Rudy, who was, I didn't know this at the time, but Rudy had risked his life to get his wife and his young baby out of Romania, jumped the Iron Curtain, came to the United States, and when it was all said and done, here's what Rudy said as we circled up. And he says, I do anything. I risk my life to be here. I'm in the land of opportunity. Will you show me how? And he spoke broken English, okay? He had, it was like, and I sat there, and I gotta tell you, it brought tears to my eyes, and so Rudy enrolled, and it forced me to enroll, because he was my first distributor. And, and I remember that Dan and Jeff, these young guys, and you probably less than me, but I'll never forget them. They had a button in this company, okay, that said, like, lose weight now, I'll show you how. And I remember there was a trainer, Rudy, wear the button, okay? Don't try to talk to anybody, just point. Okay? Bring it to us, we'll tell them the story, and we'll help them get started. And so we walk out of the Hyatt Regency, and we were walking down the hill, and I see Rudy sees this woman who's a little overweight. She's trying to get into her Cadillac, and he runs down to the hill, and he yells, "Hey, fat lady, I'll show you out." And I looked at Jeff and Dan, and I said, I don't think I can do this. And all I can say is, Rudy threw his heart over the bar. He risked everything to be in this amazing country. And Rudy went on to be a multi-million-dollar earner. He changed hundreds of thousands of lives.
Thank you. What a story that is.
I really believe that each and every one of you have a Rudy in you. Don't let your up team know it. Let them know what you want. We'll get you plugged in. We're all here to help each other, lift each other up. God bless. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric. What a story. So we have one more. We have Annie the Coker. Annie loves animals and people. You gotta love Annie because she loves animals. And she was a flight attendant on Pan Am. She was a purchasing agent for the U.S. Navy, a certified medical assistant. She even drove forklifts and school buses. What has this woman not done? Ready for this? She also jumps out of airplanes. She's the #1 skydiver, like in America. But what really happened years back is she had an issue with her body, and for some reason her body was rejecting her, and she had 90% of her body burned. She was burned, and she had to figure out how to help herself through natural means, and that is the woman we have today. So I am so proud of you. So proud of you. My question for you is, how do you grow your team? Also, how do you sell without feeling pushy?
Thank you, Marcy. And jumping out of airplanes is no big deal 5,000 times, but this public speaking thing is kind of scary. But I don't sell anything. I share, and I care. So a lot of you guys raised your hands that said you're not into network marketing or haven't done that before. That's also very scary. It can be scary, right? And we don't like to be pushed. Nobody likes to be pushed. If you were a student in skydiving and you didn't want to go and I pushed you out, you wouldn't like that. So there's a lot of stuff out there. We get bombarded, like the lotions and potions and everything is bombarding us all the time. And we don't want to throw up information on people. We want to care about people. So I just wanted to basically explain that it's not scary, it's not hard. Even if you're not a people person, even if you're not network marketing, you just want to connect with people. That's what you like, right? When somebody is trying to connect with you and they are caring about you, they're genuine, they're authentic, they care about you. So like Bob's, he calls it a script, but I call it his few choice words because it's very few words. It's not like a script. You don't want to be fake. Nobody likes that. But the first part of that is, what's going on with you? That can be caring, right? You want to care about people in a sincere way. So it's not hard. And in my personal beliefs, I believe that relationships are the most important thing in the world. And that, So I'm in the relationship business. Share this, I don't sell, I care about people. And a little focused, which is hard for me. Squirrel! But like an athlete has to focus, right? They care about doing better. They care about competing, they care about doing well. So once you care about something a lot, you can focus. And the product, you don't have to worry about that. It's super effective, right? You can just focus on the person. You don't have to worry about your words or what you're gonna say. You don't have to, because we've got the few choice words. And so building up your team, like caring about people, you can feel free to just focus on the people. And you can use the words, what's going on with you, because you really care, you do, what is going on with you. Or finally found, you are glad you finally found something. It's sincere, it's truthful, and you want to have sincerity and be genuine. You want to share the information. We're so blessed with all these products and resources and tools and leaders. Use them. Don't, be coachable. You can watch all the great videos. It's very simple. Focus on them, teach the duplication, funnel yourself and your people into the system, become a product of the product. I love people, so I love being part of a team. And what's the characteristics of being a good team member? You have to be a good team member before you can be a good team leader. Listen, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, and be available, and be coachable. It's that simple. Pay attention to these people and to your leaders, and the result is you will inspire a lot of these people, and you will give hope. What better cause is that? Improve the quality of life, truly, and get so many thank yous, and hugs, and tears, and changing lives. It's awesome. I love it what David Schmidt taught us in his scientific research about love, that it's when people and plants and animals are exposed to a positive, loving environment, they thrive. It's true, there's a physical, literal, physiological response in every one of your organs and cells. And when the environment is stressful and harsh and negative, there's a proven detrimental effect. They wilt, we get diseased, we don't thrive. And so be positive. That energy, that light frequency, the sound, there's a vibe, a vibration. You can feel it when somebody really cares. So be that person. Your energy, remember the Dr. Harmon video with the plants and the water we've seen, they thrive with that positive sound, and they give off sound, beautiful music. So life is short. About 20 blocks from here is the Tampa General Hospital burn unit, where I got to spend a month. I was on a breathing device. I had the burns over 99% of my body, and lost everything. 11 years ago, I was all burned up. Literally, you can't even imagine, but I was a hot mess. So, here I am, standing up, vertical. So be thankful, you're blessed, life is short, go out there, breathe in and out, walk in love.
Wow, thank you. So, I wanna thank all the senior presidential directors. These are all the skills to build a business. If you want to see how the skills actually make you money, you can go to, write it down, start X39biz.com to the 14 steps to success under tab number 11. Your other homework is take a look at the compensation plan. It's called the hot sheet, and watch the 15-minute video. It actually shows you how the money is made, but trust me, the money is made by these actions. Do you understand? The money just comes. So with that, thank you every single senior presidential director.